Hi everybody, welcome back to California Chris. Today, as you can see, we're outside. It feels like the first time we've been outside in a few months, but the weather's really nice here today in Liverpool. So we thought rather than shooting inside in the showroom, we'll come outside for a change. So we're going to have a look today at the Grand California storage options. So behind me we've got our new 600 Grand California, which is our demonstration model. Tack's now ready for the road. So we're going to show you where the storage bits are in here. Obviously, if you're looking at a 680 rather than the 600, your storage is pretty much exactly the same. You've just got a little bit more because it's a little bit longer. Let's start off with the back inside. So the first place you've got storage options is in the main compartment here. If you've got the upstairs bed as an option in your Grand, obviously you've still got storage upstairs in there when you're not in use. You're probably going to put your things like your bedding and things like that up there, I would suggest, while you're travelling, and obviously your ladder is located up there as well. We've got a bit of storage up there, and then you've also got storage at the side here. So you've got two big deep pockets. They go all the way down to there on both sides. So we've looked at those before, pockets. And then we've also got pockets as well underneath the table area. If I lift the table up, you can see down there there's two pockets. The one with the matting in the side is for mobile charging. So obviously you might want to not put stuff in there, but you can do, so just a bit of extra storage as well. And as we move this way then, we're moving into the kitchen area. Now, storage in the kitchen area is obviously for your kitchen things primarily. So in here we've got what would be a good size area for a good cutlery tray. On this side here, again, you've got your deep storage pockets. And your bottom one again in there. This is kind of where you would put all your pots, your pans, and your cutlery and things like that you've got. That's probably where you'd store all those things. Next up is the bathroom. So in the bathroom area, you've probably seen the videos before. If I move the mirror to the side, you've got two trays full, lots and lots of space up here for all your toiletries. And just at the very bottom of the bathroom in here, also got a cupboard with a little bit more space as well. We're into the rear of the vehicle, and this is probably where most of your storage space actually is in the vehicle, where to get in there. So obviously this is the 600 model. If this was a 680, obviously these doors would be further back because it's a longer vehicle, and then your wardrobe space, which in here in the 600 is completely open. This would actually be a closed off unit that's here instead, and those are pretty much the differences there. But your cupboards above, so your bottom cupboard, you've got space that's in there and in your top. So you've got one cupboard there, you've got the same here just above with a net to stop things coming out, and again this goes right into the corners, so I don't know if you can see that, but so that's where my arm is on there, so you've got all that right into the corner. So you'll be amazed probably what you can get in that top one that's in there. And then we've got two other ones here on both sides, lower and upper, which we've already looked at, and again, you know, these are quite deep and going into the back of the vehicle. We've got two extra bits of storage on the side here. There's one on this side here and one on the other side. That's for things like you can put books and things like that, and obviously when you're in bed. We move to the actual floor area that's in here. So your first cupboard here has your electric control panel in. Now, I've said we're going to be doing a separate video on the electrics. We are going to be doing that very shortly, and we'll show you how all the things that work in that cupboard. And then you still have got extra space in there. You've got a main cupboard here, which has got a huge, lots and lots of room, goes all the way back. You can fit lots and lots of things in there. On the other side here, and to make it easy for you to see, I'll actually take this out because this does come out here. So in this side here is where your gas bottle goes. So you'd have two gas bottles, one either side, and then obviously you've got a bit of storage around them that's there. We mentioned a video on the gas. We are going to be doing that again soon. I'm going to be collecting the gas bottles soon. Obviously from a storage perspective, the idea of having two gas bottles is that when one is running low, you can switch straight over to the other one, then you can get that one replaced. If you decided, for example, that you would just, when you know it's naturally getting low, you'd replace it. You could, for example, just then go with one gas bottle rather than the two, and that would obviously give you a lot more storage space then, because you'd only have storage in one side of here or the other. We're going to get two gas bottles so we can show you how they both go in tandemly, that's there as well, and that video is coming up shortly. So if you've seen the other videos when we've looked at the 600 before and the 680 before, you'll probably remember me taking these particular panels out. Now I'll show you what these panels are again for. They slide into here, so one goes in there and the other one goes in on top. as such, like that. And what these panels are for is obviously this whole area here can be used for storage. Now this is where I think really the vehicle kind of comes into itself from a storage perspective, because you can get a lot of things in this space here and around the corner. But what this does is it stops anything in this area flying forward, which I think is quite important. So to give you an idea, if you're on the motorway doing 70 miles an hour, you have to brake very suddenly. Anything that was heavy that was stored in this bit here obviously is going to come forward at quite a pace. So it is quite important to have these in if you are storing lots of heavy things in the back bit that's on here as well. And that's what it's primarily designed for. They're not needed from a structural perspective, so you don't need them in. There's nothing actually load bearing on them. So moving on to the back from on here, got a little tray here. That's for your shower connection. So you don't have to find anywhere else for that to go. That just nips into there. You've got the whole area here. Bear in mind when you do have these is that these do actually come into the door. So if I move the door back, chairs etc. does take a bit of space up of the back that's on there. But your chairs on both sides are here and your tables on the back as well. So you don't have to find anywhere. They're already got a storage place just for themselves there. So we'll come back inside the other way now just to show you a few last little bits. So we've got storage above the driver's area here. So we've got one tray up here, another tray over there. These two, obviously you can put bits and pieces that's in here as well. Those sockets, by the way, those size of sockets, they're like an old radio size that goes in there. So you could, for example, put things in there if you needed to, if there was any other equipment that you wanted in the vehicle. I don't know what that might be. Anybody who's old enough like me to remember CB radio, for example, that's where things like that would have gone in the past. I'm sure that's something that's definitely not going to be going in one of these, but it's that kind of size that's on there as well. Obviously the other thing we've got as well is we've got storage as far as food, because one thing we did miss out was the fridge, which is down here. So fridge wise, huge amount of storage that's in the fridge for all your food. I hope you enjoyed today's video, having a look at the storage options in the Grand California. As I'm sure hopefully you'll agree, there's lots of different options here, lots of different places to put things that you can sort out where you want all your bits and pieces to go, with your clothing, your storage, your food stuff. We've not really covered the cab today, but we'll put a link into one of the other videos where we've looked at the cab before. Obviously there is storage space in the cab itself, so you've got your door pockets in the front, you've also got your glove box that's there as well. You've got a bit of storage underneath the driver's seat, depending on what options you've got, which you can put things in there. I tend to put things like spare fuses and things like that under the driver's seat, just an easy place for them to go. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe as always, and we'll see you next time.